Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an everyday spring makeup look. I don't necessarily wear the exactly same makeup every day, but lately I have been going for quite a similar look. I don't always use the same products because I like to switch them up a little bit, but these are some of the products that I tend to use quite often. The look isn't too full on, as you can see. It's very good for kind of everyday. It's quite pared back and natural, it's not too full on. And even in real life, you know, it looks very natural. It doesn't look like your face is caked in makeup, which is a look that I hate. It's really quick and easy to do. It takes me about 5 to 10 minutes when I'm doing it every day. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. So I'm going to start with the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. It's a really nice primer. It gives a really natural kind of glowy look to the skin, which I love. So I've taken a bit on the back of my hand and I'm just going to apply that to the high points of my face, just using my fingers. I'm going to go kind of on the tops of the cheekbones and kind of on the cheeks as well. All over the forehead and on the nose and chin. I really find using a product like this helps you to use less foundation, so it makes your makeup look a lot more natural. For my foundation, I'm going to use NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Tahoe. I'm going to apply this using a Real Techniques stippling brush. I'm using this one rather than the buffing brush because I want quite a lightweight finish on the skin. I don't want that kind of heavy full coverage, as it is just an everyday kind of look. I just want a light coverage. Just working that into the skin with the stippling brush. I do like to apply my foundation bit by bit and build it up slowly because I find that looks a lot more natural than putting loads on at once and then trying to blend it all out. I tend to put a very, very light layer everywhere and then just go back in with the second layer just where I need it. And that's my foundation done. As I said, it's not like a completely flawless look, it's just to look a bit better from day to day. I'm now going to go in with some concealer, and for that I'm using the Makeup Forever Full Cover Camouflage Cream. This is in the shade 12. I'm just going to place a little bit of that under my eyes, on the corner of my lips, on my chin, and then just on this massive spot that I have at the moment. I'm going to blend that out with a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I really like this one for concealer. It's just like a mini buffing brush. This is a really good concealer. It's so high coverage and you just need the tiniest drop. And it's good for dark circles as well as for any blemishes, so if you just want one concealer rather than two, it's a good one for that. I'm just going to pop a little bit more under my eyes. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to use this Sleek Eyebrow Stylist. This is actually new and it's my first time using it. I was previously using the Soap and Glory one, but I went through that so quickly and I thought I'd try this one instead. So it's got kind of an angled eyebrow pencil at one end and a spoolie on the other. So I'm just going to brush through my brows and then just fill them in. If you keep brushing through your brows in between adding the product, it really helps it look a lot more natural. So that's my brows all done. Now I have to admit, I don't wear eyeshadow every day, but when I do, I like something quick and easy to use that's quite neutral. So this is one that I use quite a lot, so I'll show you this one. It's the Estee Lauder Pure Colour Cream Shadow in the shade Chained. It's a lovely kind of goldy bronze. So I'm just going to take that on my ring finger. I'm just going to apply it all over the lid. It's actually very, very similar to my skin tone. It's just slightly darker and obviously shimmery. So it looks very flattering. Just going to put a bit more on. And I'm just going to use a clean finger to just make sure all the edges are really well blended. Another nice thing about it is you don't need any brushes. I love to add a little bit of a highlight to the eyes, so for that I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Colour in Rose Gold, which actually isn't that rose gold, it's kind of a light champagne-y shade. Just applying that on the brow bone. A little bit in the inner corner of the eye. And a little bit just in the centre of the lid, just to catch the light. I really love that colour combination. Next I'm just going to add a really thin line of liquid liner, and for that I'm using the Soap & Glory Super Cat, which is really nice because it's very black. And the tip always stays very neat, so it's easy to get a clean line. For this look I'm just going to do a really thin line. So I'm not going to wing it out, I'm just going to leave it as a thin line because that's what I've been wearing recently really. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and add some mascara now. For mascara I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I do like this mascara, but I don't love it. The brush is nice, but it takes a bit longer than I'd like to build up the lashes. I like a mascara that can give you the full effect in just a few seconds really. I don't think I'll be buying it again. So that's my mascara done. Now I'm just going to put on a bit of bronzer. So this is the NARS Casino bronzer, so it's kind of the darker version of Laguna. Perfect for those with darker skin tones. Laguna's a really nice bronzer as well, but it's just a little bit light for me, although I can get away with it. So I'm just using the NARS Kabuki May brush. And I'm applying it to kind of contour and bronze up my face a bit. So on the temples and under the cheekbones and a little bit higher up as well. For blusher I'm using my brand new blusher, which I'm really excited about. It's one of the Hourglass ambient lighting blushers, and it's in the shade Luminous Flash. It's so gorgeous. I've been wanting one of these for ages. It's got, like, you've probably seen them before, but it's one of these kind of marbled baked blush, and it's got kind of a light champagne shade and like a peachy pink, so it's a lovely, really lovely kind of spring summery shade. So I'm just going to take that on the same brush again. I'm just applying it just slightly higher than where I applied my bronze there. Oh, that's a lovely colour. I'm really pleased with this blusher. I absolutely love the shade. Probably put a bit too much on, but never mind. It's quite hard actually to go overboard with these ones because they're not massively pigmented. Yeah. I usually slap on loads of highlighter as well, but because this blusher kind of has an inbuilt highlighter, I'm actually not going to wear any, so I'm going to go onto my lips now. I already had a little bit of lip balm on before I started, but I'm just going to go over that with this. It's the Clinique Almost Lipstick in Flirty Honey. These Almost lipsticks are really nice, but I never really hear much about them. They're kind of a tinted balm. I've got a few shades and I really love all of them. They're only very slightly tinted, so if you like your tinted balms to be quite pigmented, this isn't one of them. But if you just like a very subtle tint, it's lovely for that. So that's the finished look. I hope you liked it. I'm really pleased with it, especially the blusher. I think this blusher is going to very quickly become one of my favourites. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe so you can see more of my videos. Thanks, bye!